Hi, third graders. This is Mrs. Marsh back again to talk with you about paying attention to the main idea some more. So, if you look at this weekend, it says, readers, pay attention to the purpose and the main idea of the text. And we practiced that a bit yesterday with both fiction and nonfiction passages. Today, we're going to add to it a little bit because when we're thinking about main idea as we're reading, we really are thinking about three different things. The first one, which we call determining importance, that sounds very fancy, right? Means we need to pick out what are the important pieces that we have read, because authors put a lot of information in that we maybe don't need, but there's definitely some that is the most important. And so that's the first thing we need to do. And then the second thing we need to do is be able to put it into a main idea sentence. Like, what is the passage mostly about? That's our main idea sentence. And then the last thing is this word theme. And a theme is really another fancy word for a life lesson. Like, what is it really trying to teach us? Or what are we supposed to learn from what we're reading? So let's look at another passage or another story like we did yesterday. And I put on the top, good readers ask. And I have three questions. What were the important things to remember from this? What was the reading mostly about? And then what was the life lesson in this text? Let's see if we can answer all three of these questions this time today. All right, I'm going to read the passage like I did yesterday, and you follow along with me. People who live where tornadoes are a common occurrence should know some simple safety tips. If they are in a house when a tornado comes, they should go to a storm cellar or the southwest corner of the basement. If the house does not have a basement, they should go to an inner room without windows, like a bathroom. However, if they are outside, it is best to lie down in a low place like a ditch. They should make sure to lie flat and cover their heads with their hands. People should never try to outrun a tornado. All right, now pause the video if you need to reread that passage. All right, third graders, now let's see if we can answer these three questions. So the first one is talking about determining importance. What were the important things to remember from this passage? Now, as I'm looking through, I notice that it gives us some important safety ideas, like go to a basement in a tornado. That's an important one. Or if you're outside, go to a low place and lie down and cover your head. Those are important things too. So if those are the important things we're supposed to remember after we read this passage, what was this reading mostly about? That's our second question. Do you think you have the answer, what it's mostly about? Now, don't say tornadoes, because remember, that's a topic. We don't want a topic. We want a main idea sentence. I think I have a sentence. I think this story is mostly about safety ideas for if you are in a tornado. Did you have something kind of like that? Because really, it's not talking about like when tornadoes happen or what the wind speed is of a tornado. It's talking about what we should do if there's a tornado coming to be safe, right? All right, the third one, what was the life lesson in this text? Oh, I think I maybe just said something about the life lesson. What was the life lesson? I think the life lesson is there are certain things you need to do to be safe in a tornado, like not trying to outrun it, right? So really the life lesson and the main idea and the important things that we find, they all go together to help us understand what we really need to get out of the text and what we really need to focus on. All right? Now, go to that packet that you started yesterday. You read 3 different stories or texts and you answered some questions. And guess what? There's 2 more for you to do today. One of them is a poem. That one's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that next week. But hopefully you've been doing some practicing with how do I tell the main idea of a text after I read it. I will talk to you later, and I hope you've been learning a lot and reading a lot. Goodbye.